Good afternoon, everyone. I thought I'd start this video by saying that it's a little odd that I started a film by holding a bottle of milk in my pocket, but I'm warming some up for Floppy. It's almost her dinner time. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. I didn't post yesterday. It was my wife's birthday, and we had her family in town to visit. So it was a special day for us, and we thought we'd take some time for ourselves. Though during the course of seeing them, it reminded me of something that I thought would be nice to highlight in my next video. About as nice as I can highlight it, considering I'm dressed in my best attire for chore time, but it doesn't really matter. This is the way I normally look when it's chore time. So I was reminded of when I was younger. We didn't grow up with a lot when I was a kid. My parents did the best they could with what they had. And we still took trips and vacations as often as they could afford. They tried to give us a normal childhood the best they knew how. And one of the features that we often experienced during those trips was we didn't eat out a lot. We didn't go to fast food, McDonald's, KFC a lot when we were kids, especially when we took these trips. Money was tight. So we would often stop at a rest area, and eat on the run, picnic style. And that meant that my mom and dad would pack, bologna and mustard and sliced cheese and sandwich meat and sandwich bread, and take it with us. And we would stop and make sandwiches when we got hungry and eat. And on one of these trips when I was young, I remember distinctly that we pulled into a rest stop, and my folks encountered another young couple there who were clearly stranded and struggling and didn't have a lot of money and hadn't eaten in a while. So that night, I remember my folks gave them our mustard and our bologna and our bread, gave them everything we had to eat, and helped these people out. And to this day, I still remember this moment. It's not something that you would think would stick out in your memory, but I've never forgotten it. I've always thought back to that day where my parents elected to help these people and give them our food because they knew we could find something else to eat. We'd be okay. But clearly these folks were in a distressed situation, and they thought it was the right thing to do to help them out and give them our food. So I remember we gave them our mustard bottle, we gave them our sandwich bread, we gave them our bologna, gave them everything we had. And that moment has always stuck with me in my memory. I've never forgotten it. It helped shape who I eventually became as a person, I like to think. It showed that my parents were charitable and charity was important. Helping your fellow man in their times of need is crucial, and you have to be willing to step up and help somebody when the need arises. And at that moment, the need did arise for someone else, and my parents helped them out. So it was a positive influence upon me that I've never forgotten, and I still share that story to this day. And now I've shared it with the entire world, and you know about it. So I appreciate my parents exposing me to charity, exposing me to helping people when I was young, exposing me to people from all walks of life, many of whom did not have a lot or were in distressed situations. We didn't grow up with an ideal childhood where everything was buttercups and rainbows and we went off to tennis practice and Attended a boarding school. You know, we saw reality. And that's not to say that experiencing boarding school or, you know, going off to yacht club isn't real, but things like that are for a privileged select few people. Being able to help people in their times of need and understanding when people are bad off and respecting them while still helping them, that was a valuable life lesson for me. And I wish kids these days could experience these moments more often and know that it's okay to offer a hand when someone needs it. That's been a running theme in a lot of my videos, where I ask you to open yourself up to helping others, not just by giving money to United Way, which I will say this, I'm not afraid to say, don't give your money to charity organizations like United Way. All they're doing is lining their executives' pockets. If you want to help somebody, give them food, cook for them, show up and cut their grass. Maybe they're old and they can't get out. Go do their grocery shopping for them. Sit with them and read a book. That's real charity. Just giving your money to a group and going on about your day. A lot of times that money doesn't wind up where you think it winds up. Real charity you do with your own hands. So if you can stop and help somebody, help them. Please do it. Anyway, I thank y'all for bearing with me and me not being here yesterday. I'm going to try to put up another video tomorrow, so it'll be a Monday, Thursday, Friday release schedule this week. And that's okay. Sometimes we switch things up. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming by, and I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a good one.